What's going on, y'all, man? Welcome to another Squad Talk podcast. It's episode 32.
32.
With Mr. Stan Jackson. Let you introduce yourself, brother.
Hey, my name is Stan Jackson. I am a full-time caricature artist professional, and I'm also a children's book illustrator by design. So I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm happy to be here.
Man, appreciate you. And then my co-host over there,
Mike T's, y'all already know. We the smallest in the game with the biggest guest to do it.
Period.
I like that.
Before we get started, man, I got to shout out. We got a sponsor, Vinyl Supply Unlimited, authorized Caesar dealer, the only Metamark. They sell the only Metamark decal vinyl in the country. Get with Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Put in Squad Talk 10. You get a 10% discount off your order, 50% off, or excuse me.
No.
I done messed up my script. It's free shipping over $50.
Mm-hmm.
And it's down there in the banner. You'll see it down there in the banner. But shout out Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Y'all go check them out. So Stan, man, can we get a little history, man? How you get into drawing?
Man, let me tell you, man, I got into drawing the hard way. My brothers, they could draw. Uh-huh. And so when I'm the youngest of 6 kids, so I'm the youngest. So my brothers would draw, so I would tell them to draw me stuff, and then I'd go to school and tell them that I did it. You know what I'm saying? And so it got to the point where they was like, yo, can you draw this for me right here, right now? So now I'm in a bind. So when I got home, I told my brother, like, yo, I need this, that, and the third. I need Popeye, Scooby-Doo, whoever. So he was like, no, you know what I'm saying? You need to learn how to draw it yourself. Mm-hmm. And so I just started studying, man. I started scrabbling at 5 years old. And then by the time I was 6, 7, I got a little bit better at it. 8 and 9, I got a little bit better at it. And it just progressed from there.
Yeah, man. So the caricatures, man, those are dope.
Like, I appreciate you.
So so you started drawing at a young age. So what was the influence to do caricature work out of all the things to draw?
Oh, okay. I have an uncle in Detroit, and we went to go visit him for a reunion. This is maybe like, I think it was like 12 or 13, if I'm not mistaken. And he drew me as a caricature as the Incredible Hulk, and then he painted it on a T-shirt.
Oh, that's dope.
And from that point on, man, I was hooked. Yeah. So I went back home and I started studying caricatures, and then I started buying a lot of the Mad magazines. You remember those? Yeah. I started buying the Mad magazines to study how they was drawing the caricatures. And down here in Atlanta, we got Six Flags, and so every time we would go to Six Flags, instead of me riding the rides, I want to go see what the caricature artist doing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I would just watch him create and go from there, man. And I just developed my own style after that.
Man, I just had we had a fair here last week. My wife and I, we got a caricature done. Those are dope. I've always wanted one since I was a kid. That was my first opportunity to get one.
Right. Yeah, man. So I love doing them, man.
Yeah, man, it shows in your work.
It does. It really does.
I was looking at some of your stuff today. Can you tell the people like some of the stuff you're known for? You know what I mean? Some of your the ones that are more known in the industry, so people know it's your work.
Right. Well, one of my most popular ones, I don't know if you guys can see behind me, is the Prince. Yeah. He's up on the wall. That's like, I think that one kind of put me on the map. But the most one that I got recognition for was rest in peace, Biz Markie. I did the caricature hip hop mural of the 80s. So I did all the 80s Salt and Pepper, Run DMC, EPMD. And Biz Markie saw it, and he wanted one. So he reached out to me, and he was like, yo, can I get one? And then from that point, EPMD saw it, and they, it moved up the chains. Chuck D, I think KRS-One, and so it got to the curator of the Hip Hop Museum in New York. This guy Adam Silverston, And he reached out to me. He was like, "Yo, can we put this piece in the Hip Hop Museum in New York?" And
Wow.
it's actually in the Hip Hop Museum in New York.
That's dope, man. Like that had to be an amazing feeling. How'd that make you feel? You know?
At first, you like, this ain't, because when you starting off, you on Instagram and you trying to tag these celebrities, but they ain't responding. I'm like, man, I can't get no love from nobody. But I really was, man. Three from the 69 Boys. I just did their recent cover with Uncle Luke and JT Money. So they reached out to me. Kid from Kid and Play started following me on Instagram. I sent him one where I did Class Act and House Party. Yeah. So celebrities was reaching out, but I'm trying to reach certain ones, but they were already there. You know what I'm saying? So when they get to you, man, I mean, it's a real good feeling.
Man, that's dope. Like, that's dope, man.
Yeah, so, man.
So I didn't realize, man, I was in the presence of royalty like that, man. I feel good about myself right now for your success, brother.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. So what inspires you? You know what I mean? Like when you sit down, you got this blank canvas and your pencil or whatever you draw with. What inspires you? Do you go in with the preconceived idea, or do you just go willy-nilly?
Well, what inspired me was one thing about going to the theme parks, Disney World or Six Flags. When you see the caricature artist drawing and you see the examples that he have, and you don't see nothing that really represented our culture.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So you'll see like the normal lineup: Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, man, I want to do like Teddy Pendergrass. I want to do Pinky. I want to do Show Nuff. I want to do Jerome, Isaac Hayes. That represented my culture. Right. And so I wanted to make drawing caricatures cool. And so the better way to make it cool is to start representing our culture. And so, I mean, I've done Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye's stepdaughter reached out to me. She said this was the best caricature drawing of Marvin Gaye that she's ever seen. So that was cool. Shula King, the comedian, he reached out to me. He followed me on Instagram. So I just wanted to draw stuff. Martin, I did the Martin. Well, that's another one. The Martin cast I did is a huge one. And I finally got Martin to like it on Instagram. I'm like, it's about time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I wanted to draw stuff that represented our community and show younger kids that, hey, we have a community here too. Don't get stuck on Jordan. They're like too commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I want to do stuff like that, man. Like the Whispers, Frankie Beverly and Mays, Tina Turner, stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Let me I'm gonna go into these comments right quick, see what they're talking about over here. Mike got some questions for you. It's a bunch of stuff. Texas Final Pearl said, "Hey there, squad." He said, "Hi, Stan."
Hello.
Elena T says, "Gentlemen, great evening. Great evening to you, Elena.
Appreciate you rocking with us."
Craftable Things is in here. Hey, y'all, how you doing, Craftable Things? We got her coming on in a couple weeks, too. That's going to be another dope one.
Okay.
Charmaine put a red heart up there. Appreciate you. Terrence Sistrunk says, "Hey, squad, Stan Jackson."
Hello.
Sketches Design said, hey. Educated Natural said, "Hey, y'all." Peaches High said, "Hey, y'all."
Hey.
Real Right said, "Dope. Talking about your story."
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Terrence said, "Congrats to you." Sketches the Design said, "That's great. Congratulations."
It's always good to hear stories like these because
man, I'm telling you.
Somebody sitting there watching, thinking that they just can't do it, but then you come through the story like that. It's possible.
True, man. True. That is so true, man. That is so true.
I'm sorry, whoever's in the squad, I can't see your name, but it says, hey, good evening, fellas. Another one said squad.
Mac the Goon.
Somebody else said you are the cartoon god, definitely.
Mac the Goon. Yeah.
Elena T said your pen game is on lock. Congratulations.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
So before T-shirts, who was Stan Jackson?
Man, Stan Jackson I was a FedEx and courier for 17 years. I was always drawing, but it wasn't top focal. I was a regular 9 to 5, man. Go to work, good paying job, easy. You know, I don't drink. I've never been drunk. I don't drink. I don't smoke, which is nothing wrong. You know, people who do that, but that wasn't my forte. I was just a regular 9 to 5, man. You know, come home and I just practice sketching around, but I always knew that it was something else meant for me to do. And so, my family, they always knew what I could do, but I'm drawing cartoons all the time, so they're not going to take that seriously. You know what I'm saying? So, so once I figured out what I wanted to do, and I got serious with it, man, that's when it's like everything just started lining up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I try to tell kids that, you know, it's cool to draw because everything evolves around art. Your car, your furniture, your bed, the glasses, your water bottle. Somebody has to draw that. So cartoons is just one avenue of drawing. You feel me? And so so I always challenge parents, if your kid has a knack to draw, and you may want to stick with it because the guys who draw cars, who engineer cars, they make a ton of money.
Yeah, they do.
They make a ton of money.
That's a very interesting way of looking at drawing.
Yes,
like me, I couldn't draw myself out of a paper bag, but I've never thought about the aspect of drawing. Drawing is in everything.
It's in everything.
It's in everything. Never looked at it that way. That's a trip.
Your cell phone?
Yeah, everything. Yeah. It all starts from a sketch.
It all starts from a sketch.
A lot of people learn just by viewing instead of being talked to or reading. You have to visually learn. Like a lot of times I had to visually learn. The teacher was talking and I seen her mouth moving, but I didn't understand it until I saw it. So,
See, I'm like you. I'm like you, man. I gotta see all that talking that's boring. Show me what I gotta do, and then I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We got a question for you from Real Right. It says, Stan, do you have any suggestions on drawing software? Just grabbed my drawing pad not too long ago.
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, you can always join my group, Cartoon University, where I teach people how to draw caricatures and cartoons. As far as software, if you got an iPad, you can use Procreate or you can use Sketchbook Pro. If you got a Windows-based Android tablet, you can use Sketchbook Pro. I train in Sketchbook Pro, and I also train Photoshop. So if you guys, Sketchbook Pro or Procreate, those are great. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Sketchbook Pro is free. I think Procreate is like $20-some.
I see
that's not bad.
You did a giveaway on the best drawing. I see you do a lot of challenges in your group, and I think you give away like a pen and a whole actual drawing set to somebody.
Right? Yeah. Me and my partner. Me and my partner. We really we were trying to get people to convert from traditional drawings to digital because we was training them that, hey, you know, if you go digital, your work would be more efficient and faster. You can make more money. And so we offer giveaways with drawing pads and drawing tablets to our members. And also we offer free classes as far as drawing cartoons, because sometimes you have a lot of single parents out there, single mothers, and their children are trying to draw. So we'll offer a free class just to see where that kid's head is at. You know what I'm saying? And if there's potential there, then, hey, you know, the sky's the limit.
That's dope, man, and be able to give back like that.
Yeah, we're actually working on now, man. The group we're working on doing, I just had a live about an hour ago, and we're working on doing something to where we can craft some custom hoodies to give to some kids shelters for Christmas.
Wow.
So we're working on that right now. Maybe I can come up with some cool concepts, and we got a crafter, man. She can really do some crazy stuff with hoodies, and then we could just give them. It's just our way of kind of giving back.
That's a big gift, man. You know, kids.
That is, man.
You're gonna be looking at them like, wow, you know.
Yeah, man.
That's real powerful. Going back to your my fault. See, I didn't even cut you off.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Ask them about these. So you do children illustration, right? And books. How did you get involved in that? I know you do the actual draw, but like, can you tell us the process behind that? That's super dope.
Man, listen, when I went, like you, I just dove right in head first. I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of started putting my artwork on Facebook about 4 or 5 years ago. And then this brother by the name of Derek Collins, he has a company called Gifted and Lit. And they teach children how to be businessmen and businesswomen through, you know, don't just be a football player or entertainer, be a scientist, a doctor. Yeah, and man. So he wanted me to design all of the artwork for his coloring book and software. I had no idea what I was doing, but I did it, and it was a huge success. And then after that, I got contacted by a chef in Tennessee, and he was like, yo, I'm doing a book about a father and son, and he's teaching his son how to cook healthy. And I want you to illustrate the book. Never did a book in my life. Didn't know what I was doing. Wow. But we did it, and it's a huge success. And it's called Daddy, What You Cooking? And it's actually on Amazon right now.
Wow.
So
you get paid every time that book sells?
No, he because he was first at it. We really didn't know what we were doing, really. So I got paid up front.
Gotcha.
But now we are about to work on the follow-up book called Grandma, What You Cooking? And so I think I'm going to be added into the royalties with that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, Daddy, What You Cooking is on Amazon. Go and support the brother, man. He's actually a chef in Tennessee. He just opened up his first food truck, so he's doing good in Tennessee.
And what's his name?
I can't think of his last name, man. It's something of mine. Terrence. Oh my goodness, I can't think of his last name. But if you look up the book, Daddy, What You Cooking? Right. His name, I can't think of his last name. I deal with so many people now, so it's hard to keep up with last names.
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, like, for a beginner, man, that want to get into drawing, what do you suggest they grab?
If you're a beginner, it all depends upon what type of cartoon you want to do. If you want to do cartooning, or if you want to do comic book, or if you want to do anime, or if you want to do more of the modern style cartooning, that's his name, Sir Terrence Locke, Locke, Terrence Locke. Sorry about that, but yeah, you can. They got books out there at Barnes and Nobles. I suggest go buy a book on basic cartooning and find the style you like. After you buy the book, then go and look up and research artists and find a couple of them that you like. And basically just start mimicking their style. And over time, you're going to form your own style. Because art really is imitation.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I recommend that.
So do you ever, like, you said you moved on to digital now, but are you ever, like, in the middle of something and you can't write it down? Do you just sketch out stuff and take it to the iPad later, or are you just stripping to the iPad?
No, man, I got two Surface Pros. I got a Surface Pro 4 and a Surface Pro 7, and they go wherever I go.
Yeah, man.
Look, vacation, a doctor's appointment. I'm in the lobby. You know how you gotta wait for your doctor. I'm in the lobby sketching.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm always. I started off. Also too, if you're going to start off, what I did was I developed a habit, and I went to bed 30 minutes later, and I got up 30 minutes earlier. So that's an hour a day that I focus on honing in my skills.
Man, smart.
You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
Yeah. Because some people have kids. Some people got 2 jobs. Some people taking care of their parents or whoever.
Right.
So you really do need that personal time where it's just you and you being focused on trying to get your craft to the point where you wanted to be at.
Period.
So have you always taught from the house, or have you ever set up somewhere like at a stall in a mall or anything like that? Like,
no, man. I'm too shy for that, man. I'm too shy.
oh,
Man,
No, man.
you don't seem shy to me, brother.
Oh,
You
man, I'm
know
shy,
right
man.
here, man.
Oh, no, man. I am shy. No, I never because I feel like with the kind of artwork that I do, it's more detailed illustration.
yeah.
So a lot of people don't see. I got a few videos on YouTube where I show the process, but I'm always changing stuff up, and I don't want to bore people. So
Right.
it's just best that I just do it at home. Like I said, I get up every morning between 5:30 and 6:30 every morning, and that's 7 days a week. And I go downstairs and I do my thing. I practice for about an hour or so, and then I start doing custom commission work for my customers.
I was going to ask that too. So you do commission work?
I do commission work, man. I'm getting out of commission work because, I'm gonna try to be real with you guys, man. Sometimes people don't know what a caricature is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they want to be cute, so they sending you all these cute reference photos, and it's like, but I'm about to make fun of you, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you got a big nose, it's going to be bigger. If you got big lips, it's going to be bigger. So sometimes dealing with women, they want to be cute, and it end up looking more like a portrait.
Yeah.
And that's not the effect, and that's not my specialty. So I'm kind of getting away from the custom. In my group, Cartoon University, I draw what you guys see. I did a sale today where I drew JJ from Good Times, and I drew him paint. You saw that? And I drew him painting the Evans family, and it's like a huge hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that. That was dope.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm kind of geared towards now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a Good Times fan. I thought that was real nice, man.
I appreciate it.
So when you your artwork like that, so like I was looking at your website, like the JJs and the different stuff that's on your website, are those, do you sell them with commercial rights, or how does that work?
Yeah, we tell our members in the group, you can do whatever you want to with the file, just don't sell the file because it's going to lose value. So if you buy the JJ file for $25, you can make 30 T-shirts, and you're gonna make that $25 right back.
So quick, so
plus
fast.
But if you take the file and sell the file, now you just cut off your supply, and the value of the image drops.
Right.
Wow.
So we tell people, do whatever you want to do with the file. It's yours. Make T-shirts, mugs, hats, or whoever, but just don't sell the file.
Excuse me. So with that being said, do you do limited runs of your images, or is it just
Yeah, that's what I'm getting into now. So for example, for my group, I did the JJ painting the Evans family.
Yeah.
But now, if I give it to everybody, then if I try to sell it on my site, I'm not getting any traction.
Right.
So what I'm doing for myself is I'm just drawing the Evans family as characters by themselves, and then I'll exclusively sell that on my site. You see what I'm saying? That way you can only get that on a T-shirt. So that way I'm not selling that particular file.
I want to see what you do with the dad. The faces he be making, I can see go with that.
Yeah, man. I'm actually working on I'm working on Wu-Tang. I got, I think, like 6 members done, and I got a few more to do. I mean, and my group, man, they're like, yo, when you gonna get done with the Wu-Tang? And I'm almost done with it. I'm working on the Huxtables, the Cosby Show. I'm working on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I just did Juice not too long ago. So I mean, I just do that old school nostalgic stuff. So
you, excuse me, you said you working on Wu-Tang. You got 6 of them done. You're gonna be working on that next year with all them.
It's too many of them, man. It's too many of them, man.
I got a question I gotta ask you. Man, you do so much dope work. Like, how do you know how to price your work? I mean, I know I always scream this, know your worth, or you only work what they pay you. How do you know how much your art is worth? Like, to you, how do you base that value?
Oh,
that's a good question, man. It's hold on, it's kind of something. I got some noise somewhere. My bad. Sorry about that, guys. I was hearing some noise. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. See, sorry about that. It's like man, I mean, I got some artwork, for example, the Drop the Mic. That's not even sold in my store because people can't afford that. You know what I'm saying? I got a few more that I know for a fact because I sell my stuff on my group at a discounted rate because most of these people are just starting up their businesses. Yeah. So I told them from the start, hey, my job is to help you start your business so that you can leave your 9 to 5. So I gave it to them on sale at a discounted rate for the first week, and after that, it goes to the regular price. And that could be $100, $200. It just goes up. But normally, like okay, for example, when I'm gonna give you a good one, man. Okay, like the prints I did. The prints I did is not for sale, but if I was to sell that, that'll probably be like a $300 piece.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I know why. I know why.
Why?
That daggone purple rain that you did is everywhere. It's people in my city with that purple rain that you draw. I'm like, how many people got that purple rain? But it is very, very popular.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's how I priced them out. I'm doing now the verses. I just did a Prince versus Michael Jackson versus. That's really well, and that's doing good.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Who gonna win?
Prince gonna win all day, man.
Prince gonna win.
I don't know. That would be the good one, man. But I'm gonna have to ride with the man in the mirror.
Thing, man. Nothing.
You almost got me on to sing the song right now, huh? Man in the mirror, man.
No, man. Listen, man. Michael Jackson. In my opinion, Michael Jackson was a great entertainer.
Yeah.
Prince was an all-out. That dude was a
performer, bro. I see.
He was a performer.
I saw him once, man. Yeah, man, he was though. That man put on a real show.
Yes.
Real show.
Matter of fact, man, we were at the Fox Theater downtown. My wife and I, we went to go see Mint Condition, and the next week, Prince came in, and that was the week he died. That next week he had passed away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mike, somebody said that
that's Elena T.
Mike is not jumping from instrument to instrument and singing in many different octaves.
Right.
Nah, he's not.
Prince, man, that dude. I mean, that dude was. Prince was sick with it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I don't know, man. I love Prince.
You really man that could wear that stuff that he wore and still be getting on the women.
I saw Prince, man. I saw Prince perform in a I can't remember if it was purple or green in a suit with the booty out.
Mm-hmm.
So what the hell is you doing? That man was he was a cold dude, man, but he was a hell of an entertainer, man. I'll give him that.
Both of them were great entertainers, but
definitely.
As far as talent wise in instruments, composing and writing music, you got to get at the Prince. Now, as far as performing and dancing, you got to get at the Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
They're both of them great talents, man.
They over here, everybody on Michael Jackson in the comments. Michaela said Sheila E, you can't beat her either. She was dope too.
Mm-hmm.
Elena T said musician versus entertainment, period.
True. Prince was a bad dude, man. Prince was a bad dude.
He said Prince danced in high heels. He sure did.
He did. With his booty out.
Yeah, with the booty out, man. I'm telling you, man, he was cold.
He was cold with it, man.
You say Charlie Murphy say Prince was a G too. I heard that about Prince, man.
He ain't playing.
Prince did all that stuff for entertainment, but they say he was a real gangster with it. Though I heard that.
And also, he was a good basketball player. A lot of people don't know about that either. You know what I'm saying? Prince was a good basketball player.
That's what I heard, and I've seen it a lot of times. So there's a recoil. I'm not sure on which mic it is. Sound like it might be mine.
Sound like you. I want to read this comment. JC Productions said, "Hey squad, this is Juan Carlos, JC Productions. I am blind and physically impaired. Thank you so much, you guys, for helping me in my journey. Starting my DTF. I just bought myself a 1400 Epson. Going to beat it. Man, congratulations. Congratulations, man. Glad we can contribute to that. Appreciate you."
That's what's up, man. Congratulations to him, man.
Wow. Seems like he does a lot.
He said I'm going to be converting and showcasing the people that are blind could convert DTF printers. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are awesome. You rock, man. You too.
That's inspiring, man.
It really is, man. That's one of the most humbling things about what we do for me. Is to hear stuff like that, the motivation. Like he said, he's blind, he's physically impaired, but he's still pushing forward to live out his dream and his goals.
Wow, man.
Glad we got to play a part of that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I'm sorry, man. I cut you off, but we got somebody said Jimi Hendrix, bar none.
As far as what, entertainer?
Jimmy was on that acid. Jimmy, he was a hell of a guitarist.
Jimmy was good, but I mean, come on, man. This Prince we talking about. This dude.
That's Gail Tate.
See Stan, he sound like he ready to fight over Prince. I feel it though, man. Prince was good, man. But I still got to roll with the man in the mirror, man. So I'm sorry.
We read comments on both.
See, I'm sorry, I'm reading this comment, man. Eric Wilson said Michael hung with the Crips. Mike always had some street soldiers around him in addition to regular security. He did, though. It was gang members in the Way You Make Me Feel video.
Yeah.
I mean, now also too, Mike was a genius as far as like I said, Thriller. Remember those videos, man, those are like movies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's what Mike was a genius at. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that I hate the fact that studios had so much control over them that we really couldn't see their true talent because of the studios. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I didn't want to go, because I had the opportunity to go and draw at Disney, but I'm like, some of my friends had went down there from college, and they were like, dude, it's a sweatshop down here. You can't do what you want to do. You're always drawing, your wrist hurt, and it's just not. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. And so what I did was I surrounded myself around artists who were better than me so that I can learn from them. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing that they told me, man, we used to hang out on Friday nights, man, back in the 90s. And we watching movies like Juice and, Set It Off and stuff like that. And the first thing they told me was, why are you drawing other people's stuff? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They've already made millions off of that. You ain't going to make a dime off it. So why don't you come up with your own stuff and be creative and set your own identity? And that was so true. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, why draw Spider-Man when they can draw Spider-Man and make millions off of it and yours will never be seen?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that tough love that I got from these mentors, man, they molded me to who I am today. That's
dope. And that also plays into the copyright infringement, man. Like that's a good way to look at it right there. When people, that's just that aspect, man.
Right. And sometimes if you're starting off and you want to, you know, have a website or Instagram page, it's cool to do that as fan art to show them that you can do it. But you want to bombard your page with your stuff, and then maybe do 15 posts of your stuff, and then maybe one post of Batman or Spider-Man, or just to show them that you can do it. But you want to promote your own stuff.
Shout out your Instagram page while we're right here.
Oh, Instagram page is Gemini Two-Face _art. That's Gemini Two-Face. That's Gemini the number 2 face _art. My YouTube is Gemini Two-Face art. There you will see me. You will see me doing some actual videos of me doing people. Eminem. I think I did Busta Rhymes on there. I did a couple of Disney videos, how to draw Disney style, stuff like that, man. So it's mainly for inspiration for young kids.
That's dope, man. Like, to give them some hope. Because everybody can't rap or play ball.
Right, man. Right,
So
man.
true.
So I was a baseball player coming up, man, and my dad gave me the reel. He said, "Listen, the chances of you going pro is like 1 in 16,000. You know what I'm saying? So you need to make a choice what you want to do." He said, "If you want to go play baseball, I'll support you, but I don't want you to get your hopes up and then 1 in 16,000 actually make it to the pros."
Right.
So those numbers are real hard, man. So I just stuck with art, man, and it kind of worked out for me. You know what I'm saying?
So when you quit your job at FedEx and decided to go full time with your art, did you expect it to do what it's done with the celebrities and all this stuff? Or
Nah, man. Nah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was at someone had ordered. I did Show Enough from The Last Dragon, and this was before I got my equipment. And
the Show Enough, I didn't know that was your work. I saw that.
Yeah, the Show Enough, yeah.
Enough.
I saw that. I didn't know that was yours.
Yeah, it's funny too, man, because my wife and I, we were out furniture shopping last week, and the guy,
excuse me,
the guy at the furniture store saw it, and he said, "Hey, man, you know, I love that shirt." And I said, "Yo, you want one?" And he was like, "Yeah." So tomorrow I'm going to take him one for free. You know what I'm saying? Just for liking the shirt.
Wow.
That's dope.
But yeah, the guy who was printing the T-shirt said, "Dude," he said, "Why you working?" And I was like, "Well, I gotta work, man." You know what I'm saying? He said, "But you'll make more money doing this full time." And I'm like, "Man, you know, FedEx, I got insurance.
Right.
I get paid a lot. I love the hours. Security." And I'm like, "Nah, man." But when I tell you, he was so right in his prediction, and it was just amazing how right he was.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope, man. Like that Show Enough, I saw that floating around Facebook. I didn't know that was your work.
That's me, man.
That was one of my favorite movies.
And I try to stick with the 80s and 90s nostalgic stuff because I'm not knocking these artists today, but rap is not the same from when I grew up.
Nah.
And so that stuff that I did do the Migos, and that was real big, but I'm more like Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J. That's my KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions.
Yeah.
That's my style. Nelly, you know, Houdini. So
we need an E40, man. We need an E40.
40.
I did do E40.
I haven't seen it. I gotta see that. I haven't seen that.
Go to the website and type in E40.
Okay, I will. I will. We got a question from JC Productions for you.
Okay.
He said, outside of being a cartoonist, have you also decided to press your own shirts and stuff like that? And how is your journey going? Where do you see the whole squad being in the next 3 to 6 months? JC, he's not actually part of the squad. He got Cartoon University. But,
for me, I bought my own equipment because I wanted to eliminate the middleman.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So I also sell T-shirts on my site as well. I can, if you place an order, we can press it the next day. It'll be out in the mail the next day. So as far as where I'm going now, I have training in 3D animation as well. So now I'm trying to develop caricatures in 3D and put them on T-shirts.
Wow.
So that's the next phase for me and what I'm trying to do.
What equipment do you use?
I use
Damn,
the
he took it right from me.
Huh?
That's it. He took my question from me.
Oh, I use the Oki white toner printer. The retail price is about $9,000. I got the mid model, which is like $9,000, and then I got a Hottronic heat press, which is about $2,000. And so I use that. I also converted my Epson the 7720 to a sublimation printer. They don't even make the 7720 anymore.
Yeah.
I got a traditional convection oven. So my next step up is to get me a direct-to-garment machine and do my own stuff and get a warehouse and do my own stuff in the house.
Yeah, man. You gonna make a killing doing everything.
Seriously.
Yeah, eliminate the middleman.
That's right.
Everything
in-house.
That's right. Do everything in-house, man. If you can, do everything in-house.
I'm looking forward to seeing the 3D joints, man.
Yeah, man. Because just imagine me doing like the Jerome in 3D and put them on a shirt. You know, now it's still 2D print, but it looks 3D. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something different. I always tell the people in my group to you definitely want to have variety in your stores. So if you want your stores to sell, you want to definitely have a lot of variety in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the top seller. You want people to come to your store and they want to browse around like, man, I don't even want to leave this store. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I tell them to have variety in your store. That's like top notch, and have stuff that's current and also trendy.
Wow. Michaela is asking what's your website so she can see. You want to shout that out?
Sure. The website is www.shop.Gemini2face.com. That's shop.Gemini2face.com.
JC Production said if you want, maybe we can work together because I currently have 5 3D printers at home that I could do stuff in 3D for you.
Wow.
Ooh, that'd be nice, man. That'd be nice. I was just talking to a person the other day. I thought about buying that Glowforge, man. Have y'all know about that? I thought about doing that, but then I'm like, nah, it can't make the cuts that I needed to make. I need an actual 3D printer.
Yeah.
And so, because I want to be able to sell like the little collector. Like, for example, I want to take stuff like this right here with my own caricatures.
Right. That would be dope.
And you can make them into collectibles. I'm a collector, if you guys can see. I will show you guys my studio, but I got the nostalgic stuff in here, man.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with the best thing smoking.
That's right, man.
That's the stuff that's gonna be valuable.
Exactly. So,
hey, yo, before we get into this next question or comment, I gotta pay the bills real quick. This video is sponsored by Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Y'all go in and check them out. They got Metamark decal, authorized Caesar dealer. You get any type of pattern, color that you want. Just go visit Vinyl Supply Unlimited today. VinylSupplyUnlimited.com.
Send a banner down there, man. We got somebody that believed in us, man. Shout out Vinyl Supply Unlimited, man.
Yes. Appreciate it.
Michaela said, LOL, mahalo, Mike.
Oh my, hey! What's going on with you? My microphone got some recoil or some issue going on. The voice of reason call it the macaroni. So
yeah, the macaroni.
It's time for a new macaroni, y'all.
So man, 3D, man, like that's dope, man. Like I'm just thinking about the possibilities with your talent and a 3D printer. I can only imagine. And like, man, I love the caricatures, man. It's definitely just the whole, like you were saying, the ladies get mad about the lips and stuff, but that's what makes the caricature dope, is the exaggeration of the features and all that stuff, man, especially when you got somebody that can really draw.
Right. You know, man, we live in a society now with Instagram, man, where they put up these pretty glamour pictures.
Yeah, man.
And so I get a lot of guys. They'll contact me or they will DM me. Hey man, can you draw me and my girl? I'm like, listen. The first question I ask is, hey, does your girl have a sense of humor? Oh yeah, man. I'm like, okay, well, cool. I said, because most women don't, and so when I draw it, I don't want you to waste your money. You know what I'm saying? So I do them. And within an hour, hey man, you was right, man. She don't like it. I'm like, I tried to tell you, dude. You know what I'm saying? So, but you still got to pay me now. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do get a lot of women who do understand what a caricature is, and I get a lot of people who try to direct me on how to draw their caricature, and it's like it don't work like that.
You gotta let him do what he do.
You gotta let him do what he do. Hey, look, you gotta trust the process.
There you go.
Period.
And then I get a lot of people say, well, my caricature don't look like the Eminem, or it don't look like the Prince you did. Well, that's because you interfered with it. And if you had let me do my thing, it would have looked like this.
Right.
No.
Right.
So, and they're like, yeah, you are right. And I'm like, I've been doing this for a while now. I know. You know?
Right. Me, Kayla, I'm sorry. I be killing your name every week. I've been calling her my Kayla. It's me, Kayla.
She got me on my live one time. I've been pretty copacetic with it. I'm the king of butchering names. It don't be on purpose. I celebrate it out different than everybody else.
That's what's up. Hey, look, as long as you get it.
Yeah, you know.
As long as you get it right, you're good.
JC Production says, stay away from the Glowforge. It's a great piece of cake. I had a Glowforge Pro, but if I were you, I'd go with another brand.
Okay. Yeah, we doing the research now, man. I'm actually running out of room, man. I got so much equipment in here. So, but definitely the 3D printer is probably where I'm going to go, because I don't know what they call them, the little Funko Pops, where yeah. Funko Pops. So my thing is, I'm like, well, listen, I can tap into that market, and I can put them people out of business by drawing cultural stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you with it.
Yeah, man, because even over at Cartoon University, I'm telling my group, listen, I want to put Etsy and Fiverr out of business. You know what I'm saying? They're making a killing. Etsy and Fiverr is like, I don't know if you guys know about it, but they're like what the Asians have with the nail market.
Yeah.
So Etsy and Fiverr, that's like the little go-to to get cheap artwork.
Yeah.
But I'm the type of person, if I'm in the mall and I see some cheap artwork on a t-shirt, I'm not going to buy that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I see Isaac Hayes, Prince, or Michael Jackson showing up, I'm going to go buy that. Because that right there stuck with me. That's my childhood right there.
Yeah, man. How old are you, brother?
Man, I just turned 47 back in June, man.
Oh, yeah.
47.
Oh, yeah.
You know, man.
My wife share the same birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she said y'all both great.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, man. So that's what it's all about, man. I mean, I look at it like what you guys are doing is, I think it's great. I know that we had spoke a few months ago when I was kind of sick.
Yeah.
But what happened was I was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney disease.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah, and so that was like a real blowback. So I had to try to deal with that, man. But I got people. I need a kidney, so I got a few people who are going to donate. So I'm cool with that. But it's just a process. So that kind of set me back a couple of months, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, so I really want to appreciate you for having the patience, man, to work with me.
Most definitely, man. Prayers to you.
Man, appreciate it. It's a pleasure, man.
Healing hands, you already know.
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah. So
it's a lot of times. A lot of people just, we're brand new to this. We were discussing in the beginning, and as far as the guest goes,
Mike, do you got two windows open or something?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. No, it ain't me. It's just my recoil.
Yeah, so Educated Natural said prayers to you.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
thank you.
Man, definitely prayers, man. They said you got that black don't cry. He'll be back.
Yeah, man. I mean, I had told myself, I said, if I leave FedEx, my biggest fear was getting sick and not enjoying the benefits of what I do. And bro, as soon as I left FedEx, I got sick.
I understand that, man. I've been having health issues myself.
Yeah, man. So we had to. I got some good friends, man, who have been real supportive of me. My wife has been supportive of me. I got some. It's so many people who have been really supportive of me.
Chat.
Yeah, man. You have to. I don't know. I think it's just in the broadcast, man. Like when you go through these things like that, you definitely have to have love around you, whether it be friends, spouses, whatever.
I gotta give a shout out to my friend Wakithia Yancey. She offered her kidney. Great friend of mine. My brother, they offered their kidneys, and so I feel like that when you treat people good, it'll come back on you. Yeah. And so at first I'm like, man, I can't, you can't ask nobody for no kidney. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, I'll just let the hospital find one for me, and I'll just go on dialysis, because that's a huge favor to ask from somebody. But I just, when you touch people in the right way and they want to give back like that, you got to look at that as a blessing. You feel me? And so that's
definitely. And like that shows you who loves you. Because you ain't asking for a cup of sugar or let me borrow your car to run to the store right quick,
Right.
They gonna give you a piece of what of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So I wanted to definitely give them a shout out, man, because they really have been in my corner. And like you said, it's not asking for a cup of sugar or hey, can I rock them J's for this barbecue? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's something different. So I wanted to make sure that they get the recognition for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, shouts out to them, man, for being good people. That's good people right there. That's the type of people you get around you.
Real good people.
I know, man. I got friends from 35, 40 years ago, and I can only think of a handful that's gonna give me a body part. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's real love, man. I'm making light of it, but I'm so serious about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's real love, man.
It is. I mean, I've had people, I've had customers say, "Hey, man, let me know what I got to do," and I'm like, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know you like that. But at the end of the day, if they're offering and they really mean it, then you got to look at that as a blessing.
Right.
But that's just my ego or my pride. I'm like, I don't know you like that, man, or ma'am or whoever. But yeah, I've had customers DM me because I told the group, I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to be down for a little while. So this is why you won't see me on the lives as much because you're sick. You get really tired, and so. But I've had some good doctors, good family and friends, man. And now, so when you reached out to me, I think I was at the lowest point. I mean, I couldn't even walk 10 feet because your blood is so filled with toxins from your kidneys not working.
Yeah.
And so all you want to do is just lay down and sleep all day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, good thing you overcame that part of it, man.
I did, and I said when I get, and I told my group, I said because you guys supported me, when I come back, I'm gonna come back on fire, man. So I've been giving them so much artwork over the past month, man. They're like, "Yo, dude, slow down." You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, bro.
Mm-hmm.
See, like we talking, man. I'm thinking of all type of old school stuff, old school things that's in my head. I need to see that E40. I want to see that.
Yeah, man. Go to the website, man. E40's there. I'm working on different strokes.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
family.
Living Single. Oh, I'm actually working on the cast of In Living Color.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm doing them as their characters. So Homie the Clown.
Yeah.
So it won't be David Wayne's. It'll be like Homie the Clown.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a big one too.
We getting the 18.
18. I'm working on the 18. I did Michael Knight and Kit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. I mean, who else? Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye. I got the Jackson 5. I did the Queens of R&B, which consists of the Queens of the 80s: Tina Turner, Sade, Whitney Houston, Anita Baker. That was a huge seller in the group.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah.
Bet it was.
So if it's nostalgic, man, I'm going to touch on it.
All I can do is create. My recoil right now on my microphone. I don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds good, man. Michaela asked, did y'all make your caps?
Which cap? At this?
Yeah.
It's a patch. Press on patch.
Oh, Michaela, she said 18 with a question mark. Oh, you better go Google it. That's Mr. T and Hannibal.
Wow.
Hannibal.
No.
Oh, man.
Mr. T, Hannibal. Mr. T played D.A. Baracus.
So you know what, man? She didn't even see the remake then with what's that MMA fighter?
Oh, you talking about the movie that came out too? It had a.
You mean that Disrespect that came out?
Yeah.
That was so disrespectful, that movie.
It was.
Yes,
Robert Downey Jr. was a black guy in that movie.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, man, that's dope, though, man. Like, the whole journey is dope.
Mm-hmm.
And then
It's been a journey, man. It's been so I tell people, I said, I don't want you to go the route that I went, because at one point I had to be to work at 5:30 at FedEx in the morning. At 5 in the morning at FedEx. So I was getting up at 3:45, going to work, coming home around 1 o'clock. Then I go run around Stone Mountain, and then from 3 o'clock to 10 o'clock I'm drawing. And the body is not meant for that kind of pressure and stress. And so I would tell people to do what Mike Tees did, just jump straight into it and break some eggs. I embrace you failing. To me, failing is a success. You see, because you're learning what not to do. You see what I'm saying? And so I tell people to jump into it. Don't try to, well, I got to try to keep this job and pay these bills and do this. One of them is going to suffer. And if you try to do both, your body is going to suffer.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell people to dive straight into it, break some eggs, embrace failure, surround yourself around people who do what you do, and block out the haters, because God didn't give them that vision. He gave it to you for a reason.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So,
period. So they said that was Rampage that played VA.
Yeah, that was in the remake.
Yeah, and that was so disrespectful.
What's his name? What's his first name?
Robert Downey Jr.
No, that was Robert Downey Jr. was that was another movie that he played in where he was a black guy.
That's when they went over to Vietnam.
Yeah.
What was that movie?
But Rampage was he played B.A. Baracus in the new the remake of the 18.
So disrespectful. That was one of my favorite shows of all time. I was so mad.
Horrible movie.
I think emotionally touched over here.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, man, I've seen every episode like 150 times each.
That movie was horrible. I'm gonna tell you another bad movie, man. Stomp the Yard 2. You guys ever see Stomp the Yard 2?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible movie, man. Well, Stomp the Yard that's like a classic, and you followed up with this right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did a whole bunch of
So I want to read this comment to you. JC Productions said, when it comes to publicity, I have an idea that you are a cartoonist and you're going through your struggles. Have you thought about joining forces with a hospital to see if they could go in on, or see if they could do a GoFundMe for you?
That's a good question. No, I haven't, and I would love to speak. Who is that? JC?
JC, yeah.
JC Productions.
JC Productions, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. We're working on that now. But I would love some input from him or her to talk to him.
He actually put his phone number there for you to give to you. I'll give it to you after we get off.
Okay, cool beans. I appreciate that, JC.
Let's see. And Michaela, he said Stone Mountain. She thought you said you ran around Stone.
No, Stone Mountain.
That's Georgia.
Stone Mountain, Georgia. The big rock. Yeah, man. So it was a lot of stress, man. I didn't realize I was doing all that damage.
Yeah, we never do.
Mm-hmm. And high blood pressure is truly the silent killer. High blood pressure.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Especially for black folks.
Yes, all that salt that we eat.
Yeah.
Is really not good for you.
Educated Natural said Rampage's name is Quinn Jackson.
Quinn Jackson. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, Quinn Jackson. Yeah. And my last name Jackson, so I should have known that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, he got a lot of ideas about the hospital thing, man. So I'm gonna give you his number. You might really want to reach out to him. I'm reading the comments over here. He got a lot of ideas for you.
Okay, cool beans, man. Yeah, I would love to talk to him.
Yeah, How High 2 was another trash movie. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's really no good remake to any of those movies.
Nope.
The original.
Like, I've always felt like now this is just me, guys, but I've always felt like Tupac shouldn't have died in Juice. He should have went to jail, and it was a follow-up when he got out. I think that would have been a good sequel. Yeah. I think the movie Lean on Me should have had a good sequel.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you going back to the old soulful movie. You know?
That's right, man. The last
ones they play on BET every other week.
Exactly.
So let me read this question right here. JC Productions said, if I may ask you a business question, when you started, what was your rate per cartoon compared to now that you have so many years in the industry, and how much are you charging, and what do they say to you?
Well, I always tell them that my talent isn't based off of your budget. And so when I first started off, I was doing like a headshot for like $25. A half body maybe $35, and a full body maybe $50 or $60.
That's a deal.
Yeah, but now it's like a full body can run you almost $200, $300. You know, so for example, I get a lot of people. It's about to be NFL season, and so they will be like, "Yo, can you put me in my favorite team's uniform?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I can't use the logos because of copyright. But I can put you in the colors." And, you know, it'll be like, let's say Redskins. It'll be a Redskins uniform, and it'll probably just say Washington on the bottom. But that's all I can do. So something like that will run you close to $200.
So that's actually not a bad deal. So he also asks, what do you do when people try to nickel and dime you and say your prices are too high? Or how do you handle it?
Well, you know what, man? I just try to tell them that maybe I'm not the artist for you. You know what I'm saying? So if you try to nickel and dime me, maybe I tell people, maybe I'm not the artist for you. You may want to go look elsewhere. There are tons of artists out there, and I'm not the one for you, and I just keep it moving. I try not to belittle them because, they trying to find the best deal, which I get it, but when you try to nickel and dime, I've been in the game long enough to know what you're doing. It's not worth my time.
Right. Elena T said, an art.
My internet, y'all, I apologize, is acting horribly.
It's everything, bro. Mine is doing it too. It's the broadcast. Elena T said art auction through the hospital as a fundraiser is another idea.
Oh, okay, yeah, man. I mean, anything that can help them out. I have a soft spot for kids, the elderly, and animals who can't protect themselves.
Yeah.
I can't. That really bothers me when I see something that can't defend itself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So kids, kids. I had a great childhood growing up. And so I feel like every child should experience what I experienced. You know what I'm saying? And they, some of them are sick and they down or they getting bullied or whoever. So I just don't like to see stuff like that.
Man, I hear you, man. You gotta have some empathy and some sympathy, man, for others, man.
Right. Exactly.
A sociopath, psychopath is the only one that's gonna not have that, man.
So I'm gonna hop into this rapid fire real quick. What it is, a series of 5 questions you can answer to the best of your capability.
Okay.
There's no right or wrong answer. So,
okay.
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Okay. Favorite food?
Hamburger.
Oh, see, got a twin over there. What's your favorite holiday?
I would say Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So you said you're 47. What would you tell your 27-year-old self? A bit of inspiration, advice.
I would go back and I would tell him to stop being selfish and learn to deal with life. You know what I'm saying? Learn to deal with life and quit trying to find a shortcut to everything.
Fifth and final question. If I wouldn't be doing characters, I would be doing.
Oh man. Probably exercising, standing shape.
Excuse me.
In a real way, that's been rapid fire. Appreciate you greatly, Stan Jackson, for that.
Appreciate you guys.
Blue album. I'm just reading these comments. I'm sorry, I got bad eyes, so I be staring off. Michaela said, I totally understand the kids are so precious. Yes, they are. Educated Natural said Mike headphones may help.
I'm redoing that, y'all. Trust me.
Elena T said you pay Gucci and Louis, you can pay me, period.
Real.
Period.
Lulu, Cole.
JC Production said, could you tell us for artists that want to do trademark characters or personal or movies, how do you go around a trademark, especially with what the squad was talking about with the young woman that did the NFL? So we had
Iron Designs.
Veronica Iron Designs on Homeland Security knocked on her door because she put out a picture of an NFL shirt with another one of her original artworks, and it went viral. So Homeland Security knocked on her door, and that's what he was talking about. But as far as like your caricatures, how do you get around copyright images?
Well, the thing about it is a caricature is not the actual person. It's a drawing of the person, but it's not the actual person. So, and it's a distorted line art of a particular person. So, for example, if I have a picture of Prince on my shirt, then his people can, and I'm selling Prince out of my store. Well, you can't do that because that's the actual person, Prince. But if I got a drawing or a cartoon, that's not Prince. It looks like him, but it's not Prince.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how you get around it. Now, if I had a shirt that said Prince, if I had a Prince caricature and it had the lyrics to Purple Rain, well, that's copyrighted material right there. You can't do that. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you get around the caricatures, because in that case, the guys at the theme parks couldn't make money. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you can get around that right there.
So, Educated Natural said, Mike missed the question in a rapid fire. What's your favorite piece of chicken?
Man, breast, man.
No thighs around here, Kim and Michael. No thighs around here.
All day.
We had his ongoing joke about Mike T's and his thighs, and Educated Natural, that's Kim. Them two and their thighs, we don't do that. Nobody eat no thighs.
Listen, man, down here, man, we got Popeyes, and it's either, if you get a 2-piece, it's got to be a wing.
Breast of the wing.
Breast of the
wing. Period. Who goes to the restaurant and be like, can I get 2 thighs and a biscuit?
I get them. That's why they be left for me.
Got another question for you, Stan. Texas Fine Apparel. He said, what do you do besides cartoons?
That's it, man. My specialty is cartoons. I stayed in my lane. So my specialty is cartoons. I got friends who do portraits.
Excuse me.
I got friends who do anime. I got friends who do comic books. So we have a little inner circle. If someone come to me and say, hey, I want a portrait done of my wife, then go see that person right there. So we all stay in our lanes and we just excel at what we do.
Yeah, man. Have you ever thought about putting together a comic book?
I'm actually putting together a graphic novel, and I tell you guys, but it's called The Adventures of Bucky Legend.
Bucky Legend.
Bucky Legend. It's about this guy. He's a tall, 6'6" black guy, and it's like, imagine him being James Bond and Indiana Jones. And what they do is, him and his team, they go out throughout the world and they find ancient artifacts, biblical artifacts, to before they get into the wrong hands. So children who are of faith, they're actually learning about these biblical artifacts that's actually in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? And it's called The Adventures of Boogie Legend. My wife has been beating me in the head about this book. I just haven't had time. But I got all the characters drawn out, I just haven't started it yet.
That's dope, man.
Well, we need it. You gotta get it to us.
Yeah, so you guys know. I just want to speak to the audience. You guys hear that was a squad talk first. A lot of people come on here and tell us stuff first. Y'all heard it here first when it dropped. Y'all go support.
Yeah, it's funny, man, because I actually wrote the story on my. I had I think I had an old iPod, and I wrote the whole story, the whole graphic novel on my iPod. And I drafted it out, and I let a few people read it, and they was like, "Dude, what's the deal?"
Yeah.
It's something that you can take and read to your daughters and sons at night. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to finish it up, bro.
Man, that'll be dope, man. When you get it dropped, come back, man. We'll help push it, man.
Yeah,
for sure. And I also got a book on how to draw caricatures. I got the first few pages done of that. That's going to probably be about 100-page book. And that's going to be dropping. Maybe it'll probably be next year when that drops, because it's just it's a lot of work putting together a book. So
yeah, but you know that's going to get you rich, right?
Right.
So many people are going to want to buy it because you wrote it.
That's the plan, man. That's the plan. That's the plan.
Michaela said, number your comic books.
True. Number them?
Yeah, you know how like episode 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's going to be. We're trying to debate: should I just do it as a graphic novel, or should we break it up into individual books? But it all depends on the pricing, because that stuff can get real expensive, man. The printing part about it.
So a lot of
Terrence Sistrong said, make sure it's not whitewashed because it sounds awesome and the public industry doesn't portray correctly.
You know what, man? You know what? He is so right. And I felt like the main 3 characters, I wanted them to be, I'm gonna be real, I wanted them to be black. And because we are so underrepresented in media,
period.
Because we don't own media like that. Period. And so I would rather sell 500 books the way that I want to than sell 25,000 that's not really me. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that person's right. Yeah, they are definitely black. It is a diverse cast, but the 2 main characters are black for sure. And they will get most of the screen time.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's gonna be Bucky Legend, and his female counterpart. She's a black, strong woman. Her name is Ladybug, and she's got the red hair. So she got the little red bob hair that women be rocking, so they can relate to her. But she's a strong character, man. She can hold her own, and I think people will like her.
Yeah, Bucky Legend. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
I used to write stories and stuff like that, man. It makes me want to get back into it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's amazing. It's like now we have access through media and social media we can promote ourselves now.
Right.
You know, and so it's easier to get yourself out there, and you don't have to worry about sending your stuff to a company and then it's taking them 2-3 years to look at it and then just deny it. So
right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get into a few more of these comments, y'all. Gotta jump off here. Wife got me up at 5 in the morning, and I'm preoccupied. She gonna kill me. She gonna get me side-eye.
Are you waiting on me to read? I thought you said you was reading. I couldn't understand what you said.
I'm waiting on you to read mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it. I thought you said you were reading. That's why I was looking at you like, is he gonna read them? Michaela said, I see a comic book and characters in your future of your books.
That's the plan. That's why I want that 3D printer.
She also said T-shirts to dolls and etc.
That's the plan. See, if you get your own equipment, you can market and you can make and market your own merchandise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the more independent you are, the better off your chances are. The more independent.
The Deuce 06, that's my brother right there, man. It's my family. He said, do you sell canvas size? I'm sorry, it moved on me. Do you sell canvas size character artwork?
Of my own stuff, yes. You can go to my website. We got posters, 18 by 24, 24 by 36. So if you want to get caricatures from my website, yeah, we sell them in poster prints, and we can have it shipped to you to put on your wall or your man cave.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I missed it up here. Somebody asked your IG again. Would you shout that out one more time?
Sure. It's Gemini 2face _art. So that's Gemini the number 2, Gemini the number 2 face _art. So Gemini 2face _art.
So Do you draw like? So I know you like to do the nostalgic stuff. Do you just draw stuff out of your head, or do you have to have a reference?
It's better to have a reference for accuracy. You know, there are some artists out there who could just draw straight from the head, especially comic book artists mainly draw from the head because they've drawn the figure so many times. They know how to contort it. When you're doing a caricature, it's best to have a reference for visual reference.
You ever do the on the spot like they do at the fairs and stuff?
Nah, because my stuff is a little bit more detailed than theirs. So it
takes yeah, I'm sorry, you said that already.
Yeah. No, you good. You good.
Wow. So you on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, got a Facebook group.
You can find me on, you can also find me on TikTok at Gemini2Face_art as well.
I'm gonna check you out, man. At TikTok, that's my platform right now.
Hey man, I'm on TikTok, man. You'll see a few things I've done on TikTok. They be tripping though, man. It's like these social media platforms, man. It's like they be suppressing the black content. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want you to buy these ads, but then when you buy an ad, they're only showing it to everybody who's subscribing to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, especially with Instagram, you know what I'm saying? They like I got like 11,000 followers on Instagram, but when I post, they only showed it like 10% of my followers.
Yeah. Wow. So with TikTok, man, it's hashtags. You want to use hashtags related to what you're doing, and random viral hashtags. Which when you go on and you're posting, you'll see the button that hits hashtags, and you'll see random ones pop up, and a lot of times.
I think we lost them.
He'll come back. This platform.
Right now, platform.
There'll be all these people down here from the NFL.
Y'all got a lot of people in the chat?
Well, not on here. We have about 25.
Nah, that's actually my internet, man. It's been acting weird for like the last week.
Oh, okay.
So it's hashtags. You want to put hashtags related to your stuff, to your caricatures, artwork, stuff like that, the obvious. Then you want to just do random viral hashtags. Hit the hashtag button, and you'll see them pop up. It'll tell you something. A lot of them will have a blue check. Put a few of those on there. And your music choice. You want to go like if you're doing like a minute clip, you can go up to a minute clip. And with those minute clips, you want to hit viral sounds and pick one of them out of what's going viral on TikTok right now. And that's how you get caught in that algorithm. A few people start liking, a few people start commenting, and the shares, that's how you get it going.
Okay. But
so TikTok is designed for it's actually designed for us. Unlike Instagram is designed for big people. TikTok, man, you can put one video up and go viral off of one video on TikTok. You know what I mean? So, and the stuff you do, you keep pushing that to TikTok, you will blow up quickly.
Okay. Bet that's the plan. But yeah, check out my TikTok page, man. Sometimes I show like artwork that I'm doing in progress and stuff like that. So definitely working on TikTok and Pinterest too. I haven't been on Pinterest a lot, but I'm over on Pinterest too.
Michaela said, I got to go to the store. Stay away from that mountain. LOL. I'll catch chat later. She really thought she was up there getting stoned on the mountain. Have a good night, Michaela. Appreciate your support.
That's all right, man. We appreciate it.
Wow.
Art Turd. I don't know who he's talking to, but he said, "Where's my money?"
Yo, it's a check. You ready to cut that check, Bart?
I'm telling you, it's in your wallet.
Buy that pie 3 ways.
Your wallet, Bart.
Wow.
So, like with there's so many questions to ask, man. Like, you ever think about doing those characters and creating like a cartoon or something with just using the characters that you've already drawn, or you know what I mean? Your inspiration.
Well, you can, but you really can't. Like for example, with the Martin, I got one with the Martin cast, like Jerome, Dragonfly, Show Enough Stuff. Well, not Show Enough, Dragonfly Jones.
Yeah.
You really can't create a cartoon with that because it's based off of them, and that's when you'll get infringements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as doing my own thing, yes, I would want to do and I would definitely want to do my own thing through social media first, to just see. I want to, like, okay, so for example, if I do it, like for example, I know this guy, and he created these superhero kids, but they all have disabilities. And he took it to Nickelodeon, and they stole it.
Wow.
And so he's trying to get that straightened out now. He's a really great artist. And but I wouldn't even want to go to a big corporation because it's all about politics anyway. And I want real feedback. Yeah. I don't want political feedback.
Yeah. I feel that. So like man, you said, the superhero, man, I love the superhero movies and shows, and that's what I be on, man. That's dope to me. I love to hear that story.
Yeah, man. I mean, I watch a lot of movies. I did watch the whole Marvel thing, and I'm cool with that. But for me, I just felt like outside of maybe Black Panther, the black characters didn't get enough justice.
Yeah.
If you look at them, and I read comic books, and in the comic books, those same black characters, man, they was rocking in the comic books.
Yeah.
You just see how they was watered down in the actual movie to make Iron Man and Captain America stand out.
Yeah.
Man, I'm watching Batwoman. I'm watching Batwoman, the new black Batwoman in season 2. She's lesbian, fresh out of prison, unparoled, and was homeless, living in her van. There's so much wrong with all that shit.
You see what I'm saying?
I said, man, what the hell?
What type of story is that?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something else. If you go look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they never gave the guy who plays Falcon and the guy who plays War Machine, Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
If you notice, in 10 years, neither one of those guys had a love interest, but all the other characters did.
Sure did.
See, that's the stuff I be paying attention to.
Sure did.
You know what I'm saying? Why can't they have a love interest? You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you're meant to be
They didn't want them to shine or outshine, you know.
And so it's like that stuff like that bothers me, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And Don Cheadle, though, man, he's a great actor, man.
He's a good actor, man.
Heck of an actor, man.
You know. And they say that Iron Man started the Marvel Universe, but no, Blade did back in the 90s.
Blade, yeah.
Excuse me.
You're not going to include that, though. You're not going to include that.
Exactly.
Action Black Star, you know what I'm saying? Vampire Slayer killing all these people. He's a vampire himself, and he just bad. Every time he talks about somebody neck flying this way, that ain't going to, you know.
Exactly. So now they're going to do a new Blade in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I heard that.
But it's going to be watered down. It's not going to be. It's going to be a rated R.
Oh yeah.
So you already know what that's going to be about. So I'm not going to support it.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
Elena T said, "Inspirational young king. Keep your portfolio diversified. The more products you have in your portfolio, the more streams of income you have to profit from. Period."
Yes. She is so true, man. She is so, and that's what I tell the people in my group. Even though I'm giving you guys artwork, you still need to put your own twist to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're still competing against me.
Right.
You know, right. I've been working with photos since 1996. So there's nothing I can't do in Photoshop. You're competing against me.
Yeah.
So when I'm giving you artwork and graphics, experiment with it and put your own twist on it to make it different, so that people will stay in your store, and that will add another weapon to your resume.
Right.
I got to ask you this. Because a lot of things that we do, and often gets big, are taken or ran off with. So in the scheme of originality, right? You know, you come up with these things. Do you take that as a compliment, or do you take that as an insult when somebody runs off with your stuff?
Well, you know, I'm a Gemini, so I got two sides.
You need both versions.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the nice side first. It's definitely flattery because I've done that in the past to get to where that I am now.
Okay.
Okay. But in hindsight, it's upsetting when you're trying to profit from it and you're trying to basically make money off of me without giving me no credit. You know what I'm saying? So just last week alone, my wife and I, somebody bought some stuff from my website and they tried to say that someone stole their credit card, but you just downloaded almost $1,000 worth of files.
Wow.
And you're calling me, telling me that someone stole your credit card and you want your money back.
What?
So yeah, so that was so automatically like I'm from the streets. I'm from Atlanta, so
yeah. Foremost, huh?
Yeah.
So the first thing that I told him, I said, listen, if someone stole your credit card, you need to go and report that to your credit card company
and get your money back.
And we will be glad to help in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
However, whoever downloaded those files, what they did not realize was that their IP address was recorded.
Right.
So the moment you go report this to your credit card, they can go and find out what IP address those files were downloaded to, smartphone, tablet, or desktop.
Right.
They got real quiet. I'm like, yeah, now I got your attention now. You see what I'm saying? So needless to say, we didn't hear back from them people. So you get scams you get scam tries all the time, man. It's just how it is. But part of me likes it, and then part of me don't like it.
It's definitely a double-edged sword.
It is.
I might need a character grizzly, all right? I'm gonna have to holler at you about my grizzly.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Terrence said that's the world's dumbest criminal, though. For real.
Listen, Terrence. Is it Terrence you said?
Yeah, Terrence.
When I explained that to that person, they got real quiet. They like,
no, they did.
Like, yeah.
They go with the hand of the cookie jar. What they can do.
So I said, so the choice is yours. I said, so, and I got kind of upset about it. And I said, whoever downloaded these files was so stupid that they forgot to realize that their IP address was recorded.
Yeah.
And they got really quiet, and that phone call ended real quick.
I know it did. Melanin T said you have to put it out to establish your being the originator of content and that you have penetrated the market and established your product position in said markets.
I get people all the time tell me that caricature art is not real art. You copying somebody's face. I tell them, you go try to draw a caricature and make it look like a person.
Yeah.
We actually had a debate about copyright, and you can't draw characters like you can't draw that, for instance, copyrighted. A caricature, you can't copyright somebody's face. That was God given. That can't be copyrighted. You know what I'm saying? So you just look at them, and a lot of people are just uneducated, and they just think that they know it all. And I just leave people alone, like, who try to come in with that kind of energy.
The educated naturalist has Stan ever trademarked his creation? That was almost the answer to it.
Right. I mean, what now? Have I ever trademarked a caricature?
Yeah.
Any of your creation?
Nah. Caricatures, nah. Because Not really. Now my book is trademarked that I'm working on because I don't want that taken. So that's protected.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's protected.
Still reading comics?
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. You know, my life, people laugh at it, but my favorite cartoon is Scooby-Doo. And I still watch Scooby-Doo I could watch it all day. The Justice League, any kind of animation, I'm watching that all day. I stopped reading comic books about maybe back in the early 2000s. I still collect them though. But I need to watch cartoons to stay in the loop of getting fresh ideas. So I got my own little man cave down here, and I'm watching cartoons. I watch cartoons. I watch stuff that people create, like American Choppers. You guys watch that?
Yeah.
American Choppers. I like to see people create stuff from scratch. That gives me ideas too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of the DY, I think it's called the Do It Yourself channel, where they build stuff from scratch. Man, I can watch that stuff all day.
Yeah.
Because that's like real inspiring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Connie Hard said, I love the Flintstones. Me too.
Flintstones wasn't my favorite, man. Like the Jetsons and Flintstones. I'm more of a Tom and Jerry, high impact violence. You know what I'm saying? Looney Tunes. Yeah, I'm more.
Yeah, I used to love the Flintstones, Jetsons, but the Looney Tunes and Animaniacs and all that stuff. Yeah. See, I'm 45. We 2 years apart, so I'm from the same era. Mm-hmm. You know, and then that's my young homie over there to the other side. He ain't even hit 40 yet. 40 ain't 40.
I'm about to be 40. All right.
Get here, man.
Almost on the count, hand grenades and horseshoes, man.
I like Thundercats.
Yeah, man.
He-Man.
Yeah, man.
All that old stuff, man. That was cartoons, man.
Yeah, it was. This stuff today, like, I don't even know what the hell it is. Educated Natural said I miss Fraggle Rock. I used to like that.
Oh, that's a classic right there, man. I used to love Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
We done hit memory lane for real.
Man. Yeah, it was so dope, man. Top Cat,
Heathcliff, man.
Yeah.
Man, I mean Voltron. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Transformers. Oh, that was it, man.
It's all my stuff, man.
We used to run
go down the list,
man.
So you mentioned G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And statute of limitations of I'm old now. But when I was a kid, every Saturday me and my friends go get some bus fare for my grandmother, and we go get on the bus and we tell her we going bowling, which is down the hill, or every Sunday. And we say we going bowling, but we go get on a bus and go to Kmart and Brink, which is way out. I ain't got no damn business being on no bus for one, and then going way out here where this Kmart is. But we go out there and buy a G.I. Joe and steal 4 more. So every weekend we do that every Sunday, man.
You had your Sundays mapped out.
Man, yeah, man, we did that every Sunday. For years, I tell my grandma, like, we about to go, we going bowling. So she give me and my friends money every Sunday, right? I've been bowling one time in my life when I was in my 20s.
Hey, man, listen, bro. I did the same thing, man.
Wow.
We would go man, we used to hit Kmart up so bad, man. And,
man.
You get like the little Batman and Robin figures sitting. I had them all, man, and but I didn't realize that stuff was molding me to who I am today, even though it was wrong. But like you said, statute of limitations, bro. That stuff wrong.
Yeah. I do not condone, for the record.
No, man. Not at all.
So, they shouting out cartoons, man. Mighty Mouse, Popeye. I used to mess with both of them.
Speed Racer.
Speed Racer.
The real Popeye is the only reason why I eat spinach right now.
Yeah.
I really thought I was gonna get my muscles.
Wow. You know what?
Huckleberry beans.
On YouTube, I did a video with me drawing a lot of people when Robin Williams played Popeye.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, and I actually did a picture of him as Popeye eating some spinach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
I want to see that. Robin Williams was a hell of an actor, man.
He
was a
was.
hell of an actor, comedian.
He was.
Elena T said the Jackson 5 cartoon, the way those bell-bottom pants move flawlessly. Yeah, that cartoon was dope. I remember that.
It was, man. Fat Albert was good.
Yeah.
Yup, Fat Albert. Have you ever did any caricatures of that?
I did. Well, when I first started, I wanted, like I said, draw some copyrighted stuff to get your name out there. But I did do the Fat Albert game.
That would be hard.
I did Bebe's Kids.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I did the Proud Family. But that was just to get established. And then once I got established, man, you know what I'm saying? I kind of took off.
That Fat Albert, that's something I would love to have. I've been Fat Albert all my life. Playground right here, man.
Yo.
Educated Natural said, let me know if there's a ransom for y'all from Kmart. Statute of limitations is up, Kim. They can't do nothing about it.
5 years ago, man. 40 years ago.
I'm telling you, that was back when Scooby-Doo was a pup the first time.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is
it's been an honor to have you on stand, man. Coming and chopping it up with us and letting us know your story, how you got started.
I appreciate you guys, man, for listening.
I got one more question though for you from Terry.
Sure.
She said, "Have you ever did any of the PJs? That would be a dope one too."
I haven't done the PJs. Haven't got around to it. I just never got around to it. I am working on Coming to America though, part 1. Yeah, I'm not doing. I didn't do part 2.
Yeah, I want to see that be hard too.
So now I haven't done the PJs. I try to stay away from the copyrighted stuff because if you go viral, like you said, you'll get that knock on the door, and you just don't want to do that.
Right. So, Mike, I'm gonna let you finish what you were saying.
Yeah, well, we got all your plugs. He's on Facebook, Instagram, Shopify. We posted some of the links in there again. TikTok. He's on every social media. Make sure y'all go and join Cartoon University today. Acquire, ask some questions. This recoil is killing me. I can hear myself playing back.
It's like you got 2 windows open.
I don't. I've checked
your phone or something. Something else is open.
It's not. Tragic. But this video has been brought to you by Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Make sure that y'all go and visit that site. He's a Caesar authorized dealer. The only person in the United States with Metamark decal. That's the decal that y'all see in my videos. I use for everything from cars to fire helmets to motorcycle helmets to put on bikes. You name it. It's VinylSupplyUnlimited.com. Use the code SQUAD10, Squad Talks 10 at the checkout. So get you 10% off total order. After $50, it's free shipping. Shouts out to Vinyl Supply Unlimited once again. Shouts out to you, Stan Jackson. Greatly appreciate you, my brother. And that note, y'all, I'm out.
Hey, man, we appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me, guys, man. I love to work with you guys in the future.
Yeah, man.
You guys want to come and chop it up with me, man, I mean, you just let me know, and I would definitely make myself readily available for you guys.
So appreciate that. Appreciate you, man.
Available. Got them in any colors that you want.
Yeah, man. Squad Talk Podcast. Support the channel. Support the show. Educated Natural said this is a great show. Thank you. We will see y'all next week. Next week we got Honey Seeds Crafted.
Oh yeah.
Y'all tune in. We'll see y'all. Have a good night.
Peace out, guys. Y'all be good, man.
Right on.
All right, man. Take care.